Have some power, my friend. I mean, depending on what goes here, I might end up reinstalling all these anyway, but never mind. Oh. That might be where some of the problem's coming from. You never connected that to that. It just keeps requesting all the time as soon as it thinks there is any. Okay. I think we'll fix some of our issues, if not all of them. So now it'll only actually send a train out there when there is iron available, which I think is why we're going to get that error a lot, because it's going to say that it can't find anything with iron because none of the iron things are full up to 8,000. Might just give this a little hand. Apparently there's still 6,000 construction robots doing something. What they're doing, no idea. Apparently they are doing something. I think, yeah, this is a massive pain in the arse to do because all this had to be landfilled. So it needs to be used for fucking something eventually. What time are we on? Because I need to make myself something to eat. I think we'll leave it here. It might mean that we have a bit of a short episode for one of the episodes, but that's still 6 episodes. Done. Out the way. Sorted. And we'll continue with this at a later date, but I'm glad we now have like a plan of what we're doing with this base. We're going to get rid of this. This also cheese section was a coal storage area. What I'm going to do is put these down somewhere, because these are actually quite useful because they're just pre-made storage buildings. So I don't want to really just rip them up and lose them somewhere. Because something that we could do, if I hadn't have built this storage area here, was use this for steel, or whatever we're going to do next. Something as well that I'm probably going to work on doing at some point is converting all existing iron to go there, and then I can just convert this iron depot, wherever it is, free iron drop, to use the new system. Why are you not going anywhere? Oh, because he was there. Okay, fair enough. Well, yeah, it's not going to be that hard to convert this to an iron thing. I mean, this coal might as well stay here as well. And just have iron fully converted over to the new system. Although apparently iron is done on 4. Where's iron 4? Not iron tap 4. Actual iron 4. Let me get rid of iron tap 7 just because it causes confusion. Iron 4 is indeed done. That is correct. That's a lot of rails to take apart, because there's not really anything up there that we're going to want to go for. You know what? What I might do, because I'm not like massively hurting for rails, is keep that there, but just like basically do that and get rid of the station and say that it's done. Could also do with just tidying them up at some point. So yeah, for now I'm going to say that iron 4 has been removed. I'm just going to delete done out of the box to say that it's been done. Iron 6 was also not far away apparently. I'm also going to get rid of a new area left, because again that's just going to cause confusion. Because everything eventually should have, if I go back to the, should have LTN at the beginning of it, and at the minute there isn't that many. A lot of them still say V3, which is this system. Iron 6 is done. More or less. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to reword this slightly. So, we're going to have this be 2.1 and this be 2.2. That makes a lot more sense to me personally. And then I can get rid of this C2 and C1 out of the way. So, where's the iron one? Iron 1.1, and this can be 1.2. Good. Fantabit motherfucking dozy. But overall, I'm quite pleased. Again, I think a lot of time now is going to be spent getting everything onto the new LTN system. Because that shouldn't be too hard. And then, once we've done that, the ones that are going to be hard is going to be uranium, because I'm doing it differently. I'm not using this type of train. I'm using the system we use here, where we have one train for uranium, one train for the sulfur. And also, uranium involves liquid, which I haven't done yet, because we're going to have to make water stops as well, although of course water is unlimited, so I basically put that wherever there's a massive body of water that we're already tapping into, possibly. So that's what we could use this bit for. We could remake it into a oil tapping station, where it would just be loads of water storage, basically. And it'd be transported around on trains, but obviously we don't need water yet. We're not using anything that needs water, so I'm relaxing a little bit with that. They're meant to be taken apart at some point, whether the robots can be asked. But yeah, that should be about it for today. Thank you for watching. We actually did something useful in that 8 minutes, which is quite nice. Maybe one of these that has a lot of water in it already would be good for electricity like this. Take this apart as well while we're here. And it's no longer used. Which also renders this leg of rail a bit useless, which is good because I want to make it now straight down. Instead of having this kink in it. I think the idea was to avoid this coal and iron, but you know what? It's kind of too small to be any use. I don't think anything this fork is needed into here, but never mind. The thing is stuff like the copper we've got to get out of here at some point. As this base dwindles away. I mean, at the minute I was just deleting it to gain resources back, but if we start moving over in this direction, instead of keeping on moving down here, if we start moving that way, then that could be interesting, where we actually have to start breaking stuff down in order to get them out the way, in order for progression to be made. But, yes. Yeah, very interesting, very exciting. We now have progression in our sites. We can rip out. It's slightly scary, the amount of this stuff that I'm ripping out. It makes me wonder, are we going to have an item crash soon, as in we just don't have enough of anything? That's why I want to try and get everything transitioned onto one system. I think everything is off of the old system now. Except oil, possibly. And stone, but I don't think, because I think all the copper... Best thing to do is where the fuck is coal 2? Oh, well, coal 2. Coal 2. It's apparently a V3 system. Okay, but as far as we can tell, there's nothing for the old copper system. Everything is V3. Yes, right, okay. I'll do this then, I guess, if you guys aren't wanting to do it. Stupid bloody robots. No problem. It's not like I, you know, built you or anything to do my bidding. And again, the main thing that we've got to watch out for is trains that are set up to do the route anyway having problems. I think the best thing to do would be to swap over the coal mining areas, which all of the trains come here and then stop, and then we can make sure they're as they should be, and configure them to just go to the LTN depot, and then they'll go on their way. If they're not long enough, we can add a couple of trains on, because I know there's one that's like a 1 and a 2 running around somewhere. We have these big massive trains still running around for the uranium. I'm just gonna get rid of new area, because we don't need them. I'll just fire into whatever stations are around in that area. Right, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.